Today, we're going to explore two very important frameworks in the world of web development, AngularJS and Angular. Both were created by Google and have played a major role in how dynamic web applications are built. However, Angular is not just an upgrade of AngularJS, it's a complete rewrite with modern principles. In this session, we'll dive into the key differences between them and understand why Angular has become the preferred choice for modern web applications. This slide introduces the two frameworks. AngularJS was released in 2010 by Google and is a JavaScript-based framework primarily focused on dynamic web applications. Angular, from 2016 onwards, represents a complete redesign of AngularJS with modern features to improve scalability and performance. Key point: although both are used for developing web applications, AngularJS and Angular differ in several ways, including their architecture, design principles, and performance. History. This slide emphasizes the evolution of the Angular framework. AngularJS was introduced as a dynamic framework to simplify web development through features like two-way data binding. Angular, starting with version 2, is not just an upgrade of AngularJS, but a total rewrite. The rewrite was aimed at improving performance, fixing shortcomings, and introducing a more modular architecture. Angular now supports larger and more complex web applications. Architecture. This slide delves into the architectural differences. AngularJS follows the traditional MVC, Model View Controller, architecture, where the model, view, and controller interact to manage data and UI. It supports two-way data binding, meaning changes in the model automatically update the view, and vice versa. Angular, in contrast, Angular uses a component-based architecture where applications are built from reusable components. Data flows in one direction, providing better control and making the application more predictable. It also supports dependency injection, which allows the framework to manage components and services efficiently, promoting reusability and modularity. Programming languages. This slide covers the programming language differences. AngularJS is built using JavaScript, which was the primary language for web development at the time. Angular, however, is developed using TypeScript, a superset of JavaScript. TypeScript adds features such as static typing, making it easier to catch errors during development and enhancing maintainability, especially in larger projects. Performance. This slide explains performance improvements in Angular. AngularJS. The use of two-way data binding in AngularJS can lead to performance issues, especially in larger applications where many views need to be synchronized with models. The change detection process is slower, and it can struggle to handle large-scale applications. Angular introduces ahead-of-time AOD compilation, which compiles HTML and TypeScript code into efficient JavaScript before the browser runs it. This reduces the workload for the browser, resulting in faster load times and better performance. Angular also optimizes change detection, ensuring it is faster and more efficient. Mobile and responsiveness. This slide focuses on the mobile-first approach. AngularJS, while effective for web applications, AngularJS wasn't designed with mobile devices in mind. Its architecture doesn't inherently support responsive or mobile-first development. Angular. Recognizing the shift toward mobile usage, Angular was designed with a mobile-first architecture. It provides more robust support for building responsive and mobile-friendly applications, which is critical for modern web development. Tooling and development. This slide highlights improvements in tooling. AngularJS. Developers used relatively simple build tools to compile and develop applications in AngularJS. It lacked advanced debugging or scaffolding features. Angular comes with an integrated CLI, command line interface, which makes development faster and more standardized. The CLI offers commands to generate components, services, and other modules, run tests, and build the project efficiently. It also has better debugging and error handling tools, making it easier for developers to find and fix issues. Conclusion. The final slide wraps up the presentation with a summary of which framework is suitable for different use cases. AngularJS. Although it served its purpose well at the time, it is now more suited for smaller, less complex web applications due to performance limitations and older architecture. Angular, on the other hand, Angular's modern architecture, Performance optimizations and mobile-first design make it the better choice for building large, scalable, and high-performance web applications. It offers better tooling, modularity, and language support, making it a framework for future-proof development. Key takeaways. Architectural shift. Angular has evolved from a framework that supports MVC to one that is component-based, making it more modular and maintainable. Performance. Angular outperforms AngularJS due to optimizations like AOD compilation and one-way data flow. Tooling and language. The adoption of TypeScript in Angular and the introduction of the CLI makes development smoother and more efficient, especially for large-scale applications. Mobile-first. Angular's design emphasizes responsive and mobile-first development, which is essential for modern web apps. This detailed explanation aims to give developers, students, and project managers a thorough understanding of the critical differences between AngularJS and Angular, emphasizing why Angular is a superior choice for modern web development projects.